My dude, how much further do we have to go? We should be over halfway there. It's not too much longer. My dude, how many times have you been in this place before? Literally, only once. Through a player character, 35 times. Kinda surprised no one asked that sooner. After a couple more minutes of dungeoneering, we encountered the claw door. This door is what we need the claw for. Why does it have a bunch of animals on it? Because the ancient Norse decided to make all of their combination locks use animals for symbols, I guess. They could have very easily been the letters/symbols of the dragon language. Huh. Why don't these doors use the dragon language? That way you could have an actual password that the people with the dragons intend to unseal these places would know, but no one else would. Is there something important behind this door? Well, yeah, the Dragonstone, that thing we came here for, but you can find these kinds of doors basically every single Nordic ruin here in Skyrim. So do those ruins have something important inside of them? Powerful Draugr, riches, and magical artifacts, mostly. Also, probably significant cultural insights, but the societies of Tamriel don't care about that nearly as much as the other stuff I mentioned. So how do we open this thing? Well, we make the symbols above the claw hole match the symbols on the claw itself. Wait, so I even have this symbol matching nonsense. If you have the claw, you could just open the door using just that. So why not just use a key or something? It would basically be the same. I appreciate that you noticed that. So I'm pretty sure the real reason it's like that is because the game designers wanted a cool puzzle, and there isn't really a reason to use the in-game menus to examine an object, so they decided to give that neat but pointless feature a gameplay purpose. Lore-wise, it's because the claw doors aren't meant to keep people out, but the powerful Draugr in. But that's dumb! For as deep as the Elder Scrolls lore runs, I will never claim that Skyrim is the most intelligently written game. So yeah, it is kind of dumb. Anyway, let's get this door open, shall we? I successfully spin the right combination and open the claw door. My dude, does something bad happen if you mess up the claw door combination? Like a fireball coming from the wall? Or a big trapdoor opening from underneath you? Or a big dragon skeleton head falls on you? Some poison darts come from the wall, but that's about it. And I'm pretty sure it's possible to just sit in a corner or something where you can't be hit by them. You'd probably make a better designer for these traps than the ancient Nords, Sayori. Really? Yeah, your creativity trounces theirs. My dude, aren't there only 27 possible combinations for those doors? Yeah. Isn't that really insecure as far as passwords go? Sure, but the claw makes it pointless, as Natsuki said earlier anyway. I guess you're right. Eek! Some bats fly overhead, going past us. You scared of bats, Sayori? No. They just startled me, that's all. Alright. So where's this Dragonstone? Well, you see that elevated platform with the curved wall? There's a powerful Draugr up there that has it. Powerful? There's still 5 of us and 1 of it, though. I guess you're right. We make our way to the heart of the sanctum. I don't see any Draugr over here. He should be in that coffin right over there. So do we have to open it, or what? Well, in the original game, the coffin opens and the player character learns the word of power. Hold on, let me stare at this wall for a bit. What? I stare at the word wall, hoping to find something. There doesn't seem to be... Here lies the Guardian, keeper of the Dragonstone, and a force of unending rage and darkness. Huh. I don't know, that's what it... The coffin behind me bursts open. The Draugr Overlord seems to have noticed my impeccable literacy. Time to give this punk the business. Hopefully. Let's go ahead and just grab the heal ability. This guy's a tough cookie. from the damage he's taken, but the Draugr Overlord recovers from our onslaught, leans back, and... if you are fluent in the dragon language, this probably won't make any sense to you anyway, because it's written in English. And I did not use any of the special characters. What? Hey, I know what this one means. The blue wave of force comes crashing towards me. I try to get out of the way, It seems that my head has been shoved into a rock. Rather forcefully. My dude! Oh, goody. That there bone man wishes to begin round 2. So be it. Ho-ho. Even as your body feels heavy, the Draugr Overlord refuses to let up. Let's give some Yuri knives while I out here to the sands fight from Undertale. He made me blue. That was his attack. That bastard. The Draugr Overlord begins chanting something, and you swear you could hear him say double Dutch. Just like the head, you're supposed to like do jump rope with him. The Draugr Overlord kills over, finally dead. Most wonderful! Our most dreadful foe has been defeated! Ah, my friends have come to commend me on my stellar work. Oh, our dear Sayori is trying to give me a hug! Marvelous! Sayori, are you healing him or what? I'm trying, okay? Oh, Sayori, you always do a marvelous job with your hugs. Why, I just feel dandy. In fact... My dude falls over, unconscious. Wah! Here, Sayori, let me check his pulse. Sayori sniffles, but lets Monika get close to my dude. Alright, let's see here. Monika places her fingers on my dude's wrist after taking off his hand protection. She couldn't feel anything, but it was possible that the pulse was just too faint. Give me a hand with taking off his top, girls. Yeah. Despite the potential humorousness of taking what Monika said out of context, the other girls get down and give her the help she asked for. Thank you. Once my dude's shirt is off, the other 3 girls stand back up. With his supple chest now exposed, Monika places her ear onto my dude's chest, about where his heart should be. Good news, everyone. My dude still has a heartbeat. It may be a bit faint, but it's pretty steady and seems to have a good BPM. BPM? Beats per minute, Natsuki. What should we do, Monika? Well, where should we take my dude? Riverwood, I guess, you stinky, dumb, idiot woman. There any healers there or something? No, but there is an inn. Getting him to a bed is probably a good idea. Okay, everyone. First, Natsuki, you get the dragon stone for that Draugr. Wait, why me? Because Yuri and Sayori are going to help me carry my dude. Where will we be taking him? Back to Riverwood. There should be an inn there where he can get the rest he needs to recover. Come on, Sayori, Yuri. No time like the present. The 3 girls reach down and start carrying my dude. Natsuki searches the Draugr Overlord, finding the dragon stone, but... it's heavy. Chip chop, Natsuki, we got places to be. Grr. Monika, do you really think it's gonna be okay? I'm sure I'll be fine. Probably. What the hell? How are we supposed to get down from here? For those of you not in the know, in the actual game Skyrim, like whenever you exit Blickfall's Barrow, like you exit out like onto just, like a sheer cliff face, which is really inconvenient. Those game designers really thought you would just like open up fast travel right from where you exit. How are we supposed to get down from here? Carefully. Don't look at me like that. Do you think maybe we can head over to our right and... Gah. My dude! What? Sayori all but tackles me in a hug. Wah! Sayori, you're hurting him! Oh, sorry. I've got several questions. Where are the other 2? Natsuki and Monika? Yeah. Well, Monica decided the two of them should deliver the Dragonstone back to the Jarl while the two of us kept an eye on you. Wait, what happened to me? Based on the throbbing pain in my head, I must have gotten hurt, right? Well, yeah. What's the last thing you remember, my dude? Well, we were fighting the Draugr Overlord. We knocked him back a bit. He said something completely incomprehensible, and then... right. I was slammed into a rock head first. Makes sense. So, we got him, right? If Monica and Natsuki had the Dragonstone. Yeah, you actually fought all the way until the Draugr died. You collapsed shortly after it was defeated. I'm sorry to worry you guys. How long have I been out, anyway? Only a few hours. Few hours. I'm not sure whether to feel relieved or concerned. Yeah, it's about supper time now. Do we have the acceptance for that? Monica made sure to equally divide our money before leaving. Don't worry. Oh, okay. So is this room paid for, or... Actually, the innkeeper was nice enough to let you lay around after he saw your condition. He? Which inn are we at, anyway? The one in Riverwood. I believe it's called the Sleeping Giant Inn. Ah, Delphine's the innkeeper here, and she... At this part of the game, she should be chilling with Farengar while the player delivers the Dragonstone. I guess Monica and Natsuki are going to experience some quality foreshadowing. Wait a minute. Once they deliver that Dragonstone, the dragon, whatever his stupid name is going to attack the Western Watchtower. And since I'm pretty sure that I'm the Dragonborn, and they got a head start on us, we need to go now. I try to get up from my bed, but as it turns out, concussions make that a bit more difficult than it needs to be. My dude, no, what are you doing? As much as I would like to rest, we don't have time for that. But what do you mean? Pretty soon, Natsuki and Monica will be fighting a dragon and they'll need our help. Dragon? Yeah, none of you experienced one yet. But remember, the place I woke up at is now a smoldering ruin. All thanks to a single dragon. But then, we'll go. You stay here, my dude. See you, Natsuki. I'm not the only one playing hero. Remember, dragons can only truly die when a dragonborn consumes their soul. And if I'm a betting man, that's me. How would you know? Remember the wall I stared at back in the barrel before we fought the Draugr? Yeah? Well, all those symbols on it were of the dragon language, which I could read. Non-dragonborns can't just do that. Much to their chagrin, I finished my ascent from the bed. Ooh boy. I take some deep breaths to try and help clear the fuzz out of my head. It helps a little. Alright, we're heading to the Western Watchtower. I can't stop you, can I? Oh, come on, look on the right side. You get to take care of me on the way there. Which is my dude, like, you know, love baiting the two of them, because he knows. He knows that they're both, like, about him. Do you really think my dude is gonna be alright? Natsuki, that's the 4th time you've asked me that. Well, you've just been telling me yeah each time. Natsuki, that's because I think he's gonna be just fine. Why are you worried about him anyway? Do you not trust Sayori and Yuri to nurse him or something? That's not... I'm just worried. And I'm telling you, you don't need to be. He'll be fine. You know, Natsuki, I was only teasing you when I said that you like my dude, but, like, you're kind of acting like it right now. I don't. I don't even bother trying to passionately deny like that. We both know you often say the exact opposite of what you really mean. So how do you really feel, Natsuki? My dude is a good boy. What? Monica, I know you've gotten candy bars specifically for me before. Huh? Whenever I'm having a really bad day, you just so happen to have a candy bar that you randomly got and don't want. I'm not stupid. And neither are you. I'm sure you already know what my home life is like. Yeah. Well, I guess, maybe sorta. But what does that have to do with my dude being a, quote, good boy? You know how I had to keep my manga in the club room? Yeah? What was my reason for that? Because your dad's really strict or something? That's partially true. He's such an asshole! Ever since Mom died, he's been all... And I don't think Natsuki's mom being dead is canon. But it is here. You need to get all A's. You need to get into a good college. Stop reading those children's books. He says all that, but he doesn't even make dinner or clean around the house. He just comes home late with fucking booze on his breath. And it's just... I never got along great with boys to begin with. They would always pick on me for being small, and even if even my very own father is a total piece of shit, why would I ever want to talk to one or be friends with one? But my dude is a good boy. He's so patient. I'm pretty sure the first time I ever seen him genuinely mad at me was when he yelled at me when I broke all his jogger. And like, looking back, that's a really good reason to be mad. Not just because I got a C on a test or something. But even while he was pissed off, instead of brushing off the entire world off, he turned around to go help Yuri while having the rest of us go to safety, and just... That's good, right? He's a good boy, right? Sure? You're not really helping your case when it comes to the liking my dude allegations. You know that, right? Oh, that's the reason I'm worried about him. He's a good boy. And you're sure you don't like him? Of course I don't. He's ugly. Wow! That's really mean, Natsuki. Besides, what? You're gonna tell me that he's hot? Well, no, but who's not being the liking my dude allegations now, huh? Look, he's like a solid 7 out of 10. So he's not hot, but calling him ugly, that's just untrue. Which part do you not like? It genuinely doesn't make any sense calling him ugly. His nose. His nose. Yeah, it's really big. And big noses are bad. I don't like him. Besides, not only is his nose big, it's also a little crooked. And that's why he's ugly to you. Just his nose. Look, I may have been exaggerating when I called him ugly, but he's seriously just not my type. Even if his personality has convinced you that not all men are bad? Yep. I'm just fine being friends with him, and I'm pretty sure he's just fine being friends with me. Huh. Yep. So what is your type anyway? Captain Monaco, what business brings you here? I assure you, I have the two-headed chicken situation contained, so if that's what you're here for. Oh no, we're here to deliver the Dragonstone. Monaco, you know this guy? Nope, but I'm pretty sure this is the wizard guy Yuri told us about. The Dragonstone? What happened to my apprentice and her companion? Oh, he got a nasty bump on his head, so she's helping him recover from that right now. You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got it? Nice work. You're lucky that no one died. Farengar, just send me a copy once you've deciphered it. Of course. Who was that? Oh, she never told me her name, but she was the one who found out about the Dragonstone and its location. Huh. Anyway, you got your stone, so we'll be heading out now. Farengar, Monica, there's been a dragon's fight at the Western Watchtower. Follow me. A real dragon. How exciting. What? What happened, son? I was patrolling out by the Western Watchtower, and I saw that it was smoking in ruins. When I went closer, Ivar... my boy Ivar. Ivar told me to stay away. He said that there was a dragon nearby that attacked the tower. So I ran all the way back here as soon as I could. You can head down to the barracks. You more than earned your rest. Huh. I wonder how sad Sayori would be if she found out that Ivar was being attacked by a dragon. What? Irileth, Monica, gather all the guards you can and head out to the watchtower. We cannot tolerate a dragon wreaking havoc on our hold. At once, my Jarl. Yeah, of course, totally. I've already gathered some of the guard at the city gate, so we should meet with them, Monica. Yep. Monica, how is it to take on a dragon? Strength in numbers, I guess. But didn't my dude say something about the place he woke up being completely destroyed by one? I'm still watching over you. Oh. I'm sure we'll be fine, Natsuki. What do you mean we'll be fine? We're being marched to our deaths out here. With that attitude, yeah, we are. We are, yeah. With that attitude, we are, yeah. What? What does that even mean? It means that assuming we're going to die means that we're probably going to die. What kind of delusional nonsense is... We're here, men. Watch the skies for any signs of danger. Well, good news, Natsuki. No backing out now. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and save here. Oop, there we go. No backing out now. Monica, you friggin' suck. A dragon approaches over the horizon and yells at you very loudly. Eep! It's gonna be okay, Monica. They're here. As you can see, no Yuri, no Sayori skill, because they're not here. Technology. Dragon, after taking so much damage, falls out of the sky. You know, I can't remember a time where I was able to feel so much pain, despite not having much feeling in my limbs. Alright, so the Western Watchtower shouldn't be too much further from here. Ah, it seems the dragon's already there. We shouldn't be here. Do you think Natsuki and Monica are okay? They should be fine. Worst comes to worst, they could bunker down in the Watchtower itself. Yeah, but... Nope, no buts. Huh? As we get closer, we see a wounded Natsuki crawling toward the Watchtower, while a few guards and Monica cover her. Good news, the dragon's already landed. Sayori, go see if Natsuki needs immediate attention. We'll probably need you after that, though. Sayori does as I say without protest. Not that I think she would under these circumstances. Yuri, you're on me. Trying to get slashed to bits, please. Okay, if you're gonna be shell-shocked, you can just go hang out with Natsuki. Yuri goes to hang out with Natsuki. Huh. Alright, I guess it's Monica and me for now. Hopefully Natsuki remains the only casualty, and we're a culpable one at that. Ah, this attack is this attack's real gooby. Ah, goodness, this guy's really tough. Nah. Oh, we're goated though. Dragon, down. I take a minute to catch my breath and lean up against a rock, but when I do... I guess I really am Dragonborn then. Dragon soul absorbed. Shore's blood, are you Dragonborn? Yeah, give me a minute before you get all reverent. You alright, my dude? Well, I still feel like crap, but I'm alive. Oh, what about all that energy or whatever that flew into you? Oh, that was me eating the dragon soul. Is that right? So, what? Did you gain its powers or something? Kind of. It's something like that, but not exactly. In the game, you can use absorbed dragon souls to unlock new shouts or strengthen existing ones. But I'm pretty sure that lore-wise, there's more to it than that. Hi, Yuri. You doing alright? I'm sorry I didn't help. Nah, don't worry about it. I'll turn out fine in the end. Besides, after the whole Spire debacle, I'm not one to judge. You okay, my dude? I could use some of your restorative juice right about now, but other than that, I'm fine. Saria comes over to me, showing off her ever-improving magic act. So, we just killed that dragon, right? Like, it's dead, right? Yep, this is as dead as dragons get, which is more dead than they usually are. Something immortal souls and whatnot. Hell yeah. Yeah, please keep all gloating to a minimum. Oh, come on, I can't think of a better time to celebrate than taking down a dragon. Thanks to Sayori's healing, I find the strength to pick myself up from my sitting spot. So, we should probably be heading back to the inn. And a fun fact for all you fellas in the audience, that's actually what the text says. The text actually says Dovahkiin, and this last character is an exclamation point. What was that? Oh, those are just the Greybeards. The who? 4 shouty old men who live on the tallest mountain in Skyrim. Shouty would be an understatement if we could hear them from all the way down here. Yeah, well, they're masters of the Thu'um, which is another way of saying they speak dragon very well. What does speaking dragon have to do with anything? Well, all the powers that dragons have, breathing fire and manipulating the world, come from their ability to use the Thu'um, to speak their tongue. So are they Dragonborn too? No, you don't need to be Dragonborn to use the Thu'um, but being Dragonborn certainly helps if you don't want to waste decades of your life just learning the basics. And what did they say? Dovahkiin? Dovahkiin, yes. That's the dragon word for Dragonborn. So what do they want? For me to come say hi, then to train me in the way of the voice. But I'm hungry! We can't go on another adventure. I'm with you, Sayori. We should probably head back to the Sleeping Giant and get our rest for the day. I think I speak for everyone when I say it's been a long one. We start heading down the road to Riverwood, eager to kick back and relax. We've all crammed ourselves on 2 of the tables, eating our supper. We might be down 70 septims, but the dragon had like 150 on him, so it's okay to spend a little. I'm not entirely sure where dragons get their coin from. From people they eat, maybe? You know, I can't imagine it to be a fulfilling meal experience to eat live people. Especially since they've still got their clothes on. Hey, my dude. What's up, Yuri? Well, since we have some time to relax, I thought maybe we could... Please don't look at me like that. We're all still in the same room, and I don't want to cause a scene. Talk more about this world? Oh. That's not exactly where I thought this was going. Actually, you know what? Sure, is there something specific you want to know about? Well, do you remember when you first laid out the cosmological structure of this place? When we first met at Dragon's Reach? Yes. Well, you also mentioned that my magic conjures things from Oblivion, which was an outer plane, if I remember correctly. That's right. Is there something you want to know about Oblivion? Well, what is it like? I'm gonna be here for a while, aren't I? Now, the sigil stones were what anchored the Oblivion gates to Mundus. Alright, you two, you need to go to bed. Huh? The sun's fully set like a few hours ago, and the innkeeper finally started complaining about you two. Oh. I'm sorry, my dude. It's been so nice to experience such a lovingly crafted world from your knowledge. Hey, you're welcome, Yuri. The 2 of us get up from our seats so that we can head to our rooms for the night. Satisfied that she got us moving, Natsuki heads into her room, which she's sharing with Monica. My dude? Yeah? If we ever make it back home... When we get back home, what you're saying is quitter talk. When we get back home, could I play these games with you? You mean the Elder Scrolls games? That's right. Well, the only multiplayer game is an MMO, which does have a boatload of lore, mind you, but I'm not really interested in that one. So you wouldn't really be able to play with me in that sense. That's fine, I thought maybe we could take turns. Part of me really wants to let her down hard by saying something like, that sounds really boring, dingus. But I'm pretty sure that would cause major emotional damage. Maybe, we'll see. Depends on whether or not any major changes happen to Earth in our absence. Which, now that I think about it, could be entirely possible. I make my way to my room for the night, letting Yuri stew on whatever it is she stews on. That bed's looking real comfy right about now. I take out my armor, setting it up in the dresser, and plop myself on the bed. While not as comfy as my own bed, it's certainly better than sleeping on a couch or cot. I close my eyes, focusing on the crackling sound of the fire in the hall, letting it slowly guide me to sleep. Psst, hey! Is my dude asleep yet? Maybe. A phase transition happened. Alright. Did you need something? Well, I just wanted to talk to you. I really love being able to hear. No, hear isn't the right word for it, since you don't make any noise when you talk. Whatever the best way to describe it is, I like your presence. Gosh, I feel like a young girl in love. Because that's what I am! Ha! So I've been talking a lot about me. Now that I think about it, I do that a lot. I've only ever asked you practical questions, haven't I? Well, anyway, how's life on that end of the monitor? I'm a Simic monitor. Yeah, it's not too bad. Well, no news is good news, yeah? That's kind of all I had. Oh, I know. So, you remember when that thing was trying to get in between us? It mentioned something about Sayori getting my epiphany after something. Do you have any idea what it was talking about? You don't want to know? Okay. I guess I should head to bed then. Good night. I'm having trouble getting to sleep. Honestly, I've always been a picky sleeper. Even when I was sleeping over at Sayori's, a place that I'm familiar with and was objectively comfortable, I still had a rough go of it. Is there something wrong with me? Maybe I should talk to a doctor about it when I get back. I know this place doesn't have melatonin, but maybe there's a magical method to go to sleep? I know there's poisons and spells to paralyze, so surely there'd be some to go to sleep. There isn't anything like that in-game, so maybe there wouldn't be one? Questions for later. Psst, my dude, are you awake? I roll over in bed to look at the door, finding a singular Sayori. I'd rather not be. Do you need something? Well, I can't get to sleep either. And what do you want me to do about that? I said that a bit meaner than I wanted to, but in my defense, I'm a sleepy boy. I thought we could talk for a bit. Ugh, fine, what's up? What's gonna be for breakfast? Breakfast? Really? I don't know, Sayori. Whatever the innkeeper makes, I guess. Do you think there'll be any French toast? What? Sayori, how could there be French toast? France doesn't even exist in this place. A girl can dream. I mean, I think cinnamon still exists, and sugar definitely does. So all the stuff's there, but you'd have to have your own recipe. So we can have French toast for breakfast. Not tomorrow, no. Dang it! Why are you so fixated on French toast, Sayori? Because I want it. Okay. You big baby. Stop thinking whatever mean thing you're thinking right now. What? Yeah, okay, Miss Thought Police. Good. The smart Sayori's a scary Sayori. Oh, come on, that thought wasn't even that mean. So the first one was? Shame on you, my dude. I roll back over to face the wall next to my bed in protest. Hey, I'm not done talking with you yet. Oh, but I am. If you're just gonna be a stinker, you can go talk to Yuri or whatever. But Yuri's already asleep. I think. What do you mean, you think? Well, she's breathing pretty slow, but she's already doing that as soon as she got in bed. So either she's a better sleeper than the both of us, or she's a very good actress. Did you try talking to her first? Sayori? No. But isn't she your roommate, Sayori? Well, yeah, but I wanted to talk to you. I mean, it's been so long since we've had a sleepover, I thought. I turned my head back around to face Sayori. Maybe it could help us get more comfortable if we did something familiar? She's not exactly wrong. I'd probably be in a way worse state mentally if Sayori and the other girls weren't here with me. So, speaking of something familiar... Scooch over and let me in! Snuggling with Sayori. Oh, that sounds pretty nice. Nope. Why not? This is a single bed. It doesn't have the room for both of us. I don't mind getting close. What? I thought you were just trying to replicate our childhood. Is she, like, really horny or something? Jeez. Okay, but I'm not wearing any clothes under these sheets. Still want in? She's thinking about it seriously? That's gotta be a flag. I don't know what color it would be, but it's definitely raised. Whatever it is. I'll go back to my room now. Did that just happen? Good going, sir. Now I really can't sleep. I just had a bad thought. Gah, morning can't get here soon enough. And contrary to what the title card just said, we will not be going through episode 3 of Act 2 because there is no episode 3 yet. Well, there is, but I don't have that much of it. So yeah, that's all I got for so far for my Act 2 portion of Doki Doki Literature Club My Dude MC. Thank you for watching.